everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on a simple Valentine's Day look. Let's get started. So first we're going to prep the skin by moisturizing, my favorite step. So today I'm going to use the Infinite Aloe Moisturizer that I actually bought at Costco. So if you guys want a thorough review of this moisturizer, you can head over to my daily skincare routine video. Next, I'm going to prep my under eyes using Benefit's It's Potent. This eye cream leaves my under eyes so moisturized, and once I apply concealer, it never dries and it leaves this flawless finish. I love it. It is a game changer. I'm also going to apply some on my eyelids since lately I've been feeling that because of the weather, my eyelids have been really dry. I usually stay away from using oils or serums, but I had to try this Versali Rose Gold Elixir because it has these gold specks in it, and yes, it feels very luxurious when you put it on your skin. It also gives this extra layer of moisture. However, I think I put a little bit too much on. I have a habit of doing things like that. But one little negative point is that it had this weird scent, and I'm not sure if that's just the way it smells or if it was just the one I bought. I am not sure, but I can't give you a thorough review on this stuff until I've used it a few times, so I will get back to you people. On top of the serum, I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance in Radiant Yellow Primer. This is my holy grail. I love this stuff. I wear this on its own. It gives this glow to my skin under my foundation. I love it. I even wear it on its own. It is just beautiful. Today, I'll be using the MAC Mineralized Moisture Foundation. I'm just going to use a light layer since I will be building on top with powders. But I love this foundation. It is my go-to. I have been using it for years. I do have acne-prone skin, and this has never made me break out. It gives me this flawless finish, kind of like the Giorgio Armani Silk Luminous Foundation. That's a little bit pricier, so this is a good alternative for myself. Next, I'm going to color correct using the MAC Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. One side has burnt coral and the other is rich yellow. So what I like to do is I like to color correct under my eyes because I do have bags and dark circles, and also around the mouth because us Desi girls have that issue. So what I do is I go in with the burnt coral and then I blend it in with my beauty blender, and then I go over it with rich yellow and I blend that in as well. It usually corrects it completely. Now for highlight, I will be using the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in Graham Cracker under my eyes and around my lip area, on the bridge of my nose, as well as in between my eyebrows. To set my highlight, I am using MAC's Studio Fix powders with a dry beauty blender. I really like packing this stuff on because that's seriously how you get that flawless finish, just letting you know. Now I'll set the rest of my face using medium dark mineralized skin finish from MAC. Okay, now for one of my favorite steps is contouring my face. Today I will be using Hoola and Hoola Light. I sometimes like to mix these two, especially around the nose area because I don't want it to be too dark or orange looking. And to contour my cheeks, I like to use this brush I got from Sephora. It's an angled brush. It came in a set. I have no idea what it's called. For my noji, I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush, and it's very very affordable. I'm going to mix both Hoola and Hoola Light to contour my nose because I do not like a harsh nose contour, nor do I want it to look too orangey. So what I like to do is I like to just blend it downwards, and then later on I can just use some of my banana powder to make my nose look a little bit skinnier, even though I don't have a really big nose. To bake, I'm going to be using Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder in banana bread. I actually did end up buying the face brush, which is for bake and blend. However, I feel like there's just too much dust everywhere, so what I ended up doing was going back to my dry beauty blender to pack it on. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little tip for flawless skin. So what you do is you take your fix, you spray it on your face, and then when it gets a little bit tacky, you take your damp beauty blender and you press it all into your skin. Honestly, it blends everything together and you will have a flawless look. Hands down, this is what I do and it works. It's blush time! I like to take the MAC 129 brush along with the MAC blush in Sincere, and I kind of blend it into my contour. I think it gives a softer touch to it, and on the apples of my cheeks, I like to use MAC blush again in Sunbask. Next, let's get our highlight on. So what I'm really feeling nowadays is the Anastasia Amorese highlighter. I've been using this for a few months. I love it. It is highlight on fleek all the time. I also put it on the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose. Any excess that's on the brush, I'll put it in between my eyebrows, on my lip line, even on my chin. I love, love, love highlight. Here I am just brushing on my eyebrows, and then I'm going to take the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso and shade them in. To set my eyebrows, I'm using Gimme Brow by Benefit. It honestly just keeps them in place, and I love this stuff. I cannot live without it. What number is this? Number 3. Time for eyes, people. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take the Anastasia Amorese highlighter and I'm going to put some in the corner of my eyes as well as under my brow bone. So the palette of choice today is the Soft Glam palette because I'm going for something that's very soft, romantic, easy, and quick. So here I'm going in with burnt orange into my crease as a transition color. So here I'm gonna mix Sienna and Rustic together, and I'm actually gonna work it into my crease towards the outer corner of my eye, kind of giving it this winged shape. Now for the eyelid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush and pack on Tempera and use a sliding motion to put it all over the lid. Don't worry if it's messy because we can always use the other side of that brush with the mix of Sienna and Rustic and kind of blend it out. Here I'm taking the color Fairy on my pinky and I'm just applying it to the middle portion of my lid to just give it a little bit of a sparkle. Now I'm going to take a small smudger brush and mix Sienna and Rustic and put it along my waterline and just smudge it out a bit. For my wing liner, I will be using my favorites, the the Inglot Gel Liner, which is super pigmented and super dark, along with my favorite brush, which is the MAC 210. Honestly, this has made applying eyeliner super easy. For my lips, at first I decided to use NARS and Cruella, but you know what? Girl needed more pop. So I decided to move on to MAC's Lady Danger. And oh yes, it did give me that red, orange, fire color. The lashes I'm using are from Pink Orchid Studio. I can't remember the name, nor do I have the case, but I really love them. This is probably the 8th time that I'm wearing them. To blend my natural lashes into those lashes, I'm going to be using Tarte's Man Eater mascara. I'm also going to be using this mascara on my lower eyelashes. Now for the last step, which I love to drench my face in, is MAC's Fix Spray. So that's the end of my tutorial. Bold red lip, simple eyes with a winged liner, and I decided to pair it with a yellow dress. And my date is waiting for me outside the door. So I should be going before he freaks out. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on, and he's getting really mad. Let's just see who it is. Hi, sweetie pie. Oh yes, you do. You love me, don't ya? Give me them kisses, those Valentine's kisses.